So, I think even in the Patreon group, which is fine, you are where you are, but of course here, you are where you are. And we're so used to, in Aikido, understanding the techniques are like mechanical sequences. I just learned the sequence, and I'm going to be good to go. Of course, that's all ego tripartite mind, right? And so we're so used to working with it, we just think it's mechanical, it's sequential. I learn the moves and I go. But I would say no. Behind everything I'm doing is an internal aspect by which without you can't do what I'm doing. You can't. In a way, what I'm doing externally is like it's a technology to develop what I'm doing internally, okay? But because you can't do what I'm doing externally without doing what I'm doing internally. Okay? So for example, we're doing this technique, and he comes around, okay? And it looks, okay, I go down, and then I go up. Oh, stop him, you see? And if you start paying attention, the angle here, don't move, is at an angle of incidence to what he's doing. So if you come around camera, go move where you can see it, okay? And I'm basically on the top, on the front of his bone. Do you feel that, Tristan? So basically I'm just stopping that like that. You see? That's a bracing angle there. Okay? My Joe's not there. My Joe's not there. My Joe's here. You see that? Okay. So here's that bone where he was, where I was before. Do you see that? And now I'm here, and this will stick. I can stop, and of course, if I could stop, I could project without it slipping off, without it having to be here, you see, and just blocking, okay? So I have to know how to make an inanimate object stick. In order to do that, I have to know how to make my touch stick, you see? Okay? And if I can't stick, I can't do the move. I got to change the move. Okay? Also, as we're coming around, when I go ahead and make that stick, I don't have to stop. Okay? I don't have to be on 2 feet. I don't have to have good posture. Still sticks. If, on the other hand, I have to have a stopping angle here, I probably have to have a bracing angle on my feet. And I gotta stop, get everything in place, and then I do a secondary move where I just push him away. But if my move is internalized, or if his energy is internalized and it's passing through me, the same way I don't need to have a good base, he can't push me over, and likewise I can project him without me falling. I could also move through that energy. So I don't have to wait. Okay? And I get some benefits from that. If he's doing the last move, that's a lot of weight. He's already solid and he's got a bracing angle. You see? When he goes back, he has stance. And he's coming around and boom is when I hit him. Do you see? When that foot's in flight and it's not so good. As opposed to foot in front, back foot in back, and weight shifted forward. Okay? So I'm doing the move, and I go and I keep moving. You can see he never gets onto the front foot. And then it's much easier, even mechanically, to just stop him mid-step. Put the foot in the back. Okay? He goes and you stop mid-step. You understand? It's much easier. And he goes and he's here and he's weighted with that back foot. It's not that I can't project him, I can. But it's much harder if I can't project him. Do you get it? So likewise, that's a skill that I have as I'm going here. I can be on one leg because its energy is not really stopping me. Well, I'm moving towards him. Let me exaggerating that part for you. There's the little stick. Okay? And then likewise, even if he was in that last stance, you see, you can still take this energy that he has and internalize it, and you can project even on the back foot. It's doable. Okay? That just makes it more easier when he's not based and I'm still going to project. So as I come around, easy peasy. Okay? So let's look at some of the internal things that I have. One is I had an adhesion here. This requires more movement. Okay? Two, I'm moving at him when he's moving at me without losing the adhesion. So that when I project, I'm projecting that. Okay? Because I don't get pinned as I'm walking forward. You guys understand? Okay. And so if you start doing this technique externally, and you're here, and you're going to go, that can't be it, because I'm muscling, I'm yang-yanging. Okay? Well, why am I yang-yanging? Because it's external. The yang aspect of him is not passing through me. It's not being internalized. Okay? So, let's try this. Let's focus in on the problem of waiting. Okay? Don't wait. So he goes, and I'm not going to wait for him. I'm moving in right away. So first, you move your left foot in, and the right foot goes. And I don't care what angle of incidence you do on the hand. You're just going to learn to walk under weight. Left, right. Okay? That'll be our little bridge we'll use from external to internal. Okay? Try it. So here's another one where it looks like something else. And I just need to do the moves and it's going to work. But it doesn't work, okay? Because there's an internal aspect and we can't do it. So we take it out and now the move's different from what I did. And the difference really is between does it work or does it not work, okay? So you're going to have to probably move around. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so the opening is whatever. Cool, here's where we start working, okay? So when I come in, boom, okay? That's your strike, we know that part. All right, here's where I do something different. So when I come around here, I am going to take this leg out. This leg. I'm going to go this way and move it. You guys got it? And that means I have to ground. So he has his base, And I have to ground the back foot, you see? And I'm gonna project through this leg, this way. What we usually do is we don't, and we just accelerate. Now I have a sweep here. Boom, hop this way. So if you don't mind, leave your Joe there. You stand up. And we know there's a projection force here. Okay? So you're going to come over here. And you're going to do that. Do you understand? Just start with some pressure. Okay? And then we know the Joe, right, is pulling this down. So I'm going like that, you see? And there's your front inward position. So we go back. Let's not have that fixed. Okay? And as this Joe's pulling on here, that leg's going around the hip. Shoot. So we now start looking for that. He feels it. Right here. And you should be able to see how he's not landing under me. Let me do the other acceleration roll. Where he is here. He just does a roll there. Look how different his body has to look. How horizontal it gets in space, okay? Most UK will bite it. They're not used to being made that open, okay? But that's what makes it different. That's a true fall, okay? He either lets go of the weapon or he holds on to it and gets thrown, okay? One last detail on this version. This hand don't come up. Follow the instincts. So just look, so you see what I'm doing. Shoo, you see I'm there, and I come up. Smooth things out, too. Don't zigzag. Shoo, pop, okay? Meaning, no, it's just smooth. So I'm going in, boom, hit. Hit. Boom, hit. Okay, right. Hey, this one's not like you're thinking now. So as I come in, I move off the line, you see, and I create that stalemate. But it's the same ground vector. Push. He tries to push down. He's not going to do it. He's push. He's not going to do it. Push. He's not going to do it. So that's when I go and I create that stalemate and I grab that and I'm going to now ground the front foot. Okay? And I just pull. So you have to create the stalemate. Got it? Here we go. Boom. Hold it up. Grab. Boom. Boom. Again, just so you can see But I'm here like this. It's this. Got it? So it's very gentle right now. But you can see it's the same projection. It's just a pulling projection. Okay? Pull. Brace. It's not going anywhere. Push. We're not going anywhere. And I grab and throw that way. I leave this in space.